Hi everyone, Sharon Ann Klingler here to talk to you about answers from the Ancestral Realms. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the Ancestral Realms themselves. It's easy to get answers from all of our ancestors, and that's what my new book, Answers from the Ancestral Realms, is about. But there are a lot of misconceptions about who our ancestors are. A lot of people think that our ancestors are only our grandparents, our great-grandparents, that type of thing, but that's really not the case. Ancestors, the word ancestors actually means those who have gone before. And of course, biologically, those who have gone before are our great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents and aunts and uncles and all of those types of people. But there are also those who have gone before in our studies, those who have gone before in our practices, those who have gone before in our spiritual beliefs. For instance, if you're a writer, there are those who have gone before you in the types of writing that you do. If you're a Freemason, there are those who have gone before you in the Freemasons. If you're a nurse, there are those who have gone before you in nursing practices. So let's take a look now at the very different types of ancestors, those who have gone before. I call those also forerunners or foregoers, as well as ancestors. So they're, of course, your family ancestors, absolutely. There are also ancestors that are from your cultures and your territories. These would include your biological ancestors, but they would also include ancestors from your tribes, your lands. I actually call these your landcestors. And these would include all of the ancestors from the various cultures that you have had. They're also the group ancestors, groups to which you have belonged, various faiths and churches, organizations, like I said before, the Freemasons or the Rosicrucians or any other kinds of groups. For instance, if you belong to an architectural group. And then, of course, there are purpose groups, purpose guides, purpose ancestors, those who hold the same purpose as you do. As I discussed before, the writing ancestors. If, for instance, you are an artist, those who were artists before you, those who have gone before who were painters, if you were a painter, those who have held the purposes of the same purposes you hold now. Of course, those purpose ancestors will come and help you in many different ways, and you can ask their guidance in many different ways. Now, of course, there are also those who have gone before you in your past lives, and those are your past life ancestors. And of course, there are your higher guides. Those hold many different purposes, and they can belong to these different kinds of ancestors. Some might be group ancestors, and some might be purpose ancestors. Of course, they are higher guide ancestors to you. And all of these guides are your guides because they give you guidance and they answer your questions. And all of these guides are your ancestors because they have gone before you. Anyone who has gone before in spirit, in the purposes that you hold, in the biology that you have come from, in the territories that you have known, in the groups to which you have belonged, in the past lives that you have come from. All of these are your ancestors. So you can see that you have a tremendous amount of ancestors in the world of the ancestral realms. And you can call on them for guidance anytime, anywhere. And there are many, many, many easy ways for you to call on them for guidance in just moments. And we're going to be discussing these ways in a number of our videos to come. Thank you for joining me, and we're going to be meeting again soon. Thank you.